Ammo availability might rise and fall, but smart preppers stay ahead of the chaos. They're already locking down the sidearms that actually matter when calling 911 is no longer an option, and your neighbor starts watching your generator a little too closely. We're not talking safe queens or gimmicky tactical trends. We're talking real-deal handguns you can depend on when it's just you, your skill set, and your gear. So, which pistols are serious preppers loading into bug-out bags, stashing in truck consoles, and keeping within arm's reach on the nightstand in 2025? And why are these models flying off dealer shelves faster than the factories can crank them out? In this breakdown, we're looking at 8 pistols that survivalists, gear collectors, and practical-minded shooters are relying on when the lights go out. If you're after a sidearm that does more than just punch paper at the range, this lineup is your go-to. Let's dive in. Glock's 19X crossover pistol was built for soldiers who wanted the shootability of a full-size grip paired with the faster draw of a shorter slide. That same combination hits right in the sweet spot for preppers. One pistol that fills every role without needing specialty parts or advanced training. You'll find them priced around $700, and what you're getting is a sidearm that stays operational even when you're low on lube and parts are scarce. The 19-round magazines that come with it are ideal for everything from guarding the property line to standing watch during tough nights. And since it shares mag compatibility with the standard 17, you're not tied to proprietary gear. Glock's EMP-ready coated internals shrug off mud, sweat, and rainwater, wipe it down with motor oil and a toothbrush, and you're ready to roll again. Originally made for military contracts and adopted by law enforcement, who once swore by metal-framed SIGs, the 19X sits squarely between the legacy Beretta M9 and the newer Smith & Wesson M and P9 2.0. Compared to newer entries like the CZ, P10C, or Springfield's Echelon, Glock's platform remains easier to service and more forgiving in austere conditions. A broken spring can be swapped out in minutes with a spare from your range bag. Even die-hard fans of old Browning high powers will admit the 19X shoots flatter and clears water faster. The 5.5-pound trigger breaks clean and makes teaching new shooters a breeze. Combine that with factory night sights and a slide that won't snag on draw, and you've got a sidearm that hides well but fights like a duty pistol. Sig Sauer's Pre20M OD was born when world champion shooter Max Michel asked for a match pistol wrapped in duty-grade reliability. He wanted fast sight acquisition, flat recoil, and no need for aftermarket tinkering. Sig delivered. The slide is ported with a built-in compensator. The flat-faced trigger breaks cleanly at 4 pounds, and there's a removable tungsten weight in the grip module that lets you choose lightweight carry or heavy for precision balance. It ships with Sig's enclosed emitter Romeo Tense optic, and the entire package runs about $1,300, with promos sometimes dipping below that. It competes directly with Staccato's C2 and the ZVO Z9, but offers a trio of 21-round magazines right out of the box, double the capacity you'll find with some rivals. The serialized fire control group pops into any 320 grip module, giving you a plug-and-play system across full-size, compact, or carry builds. That's a dream setup for someone who wants one primary and a drop-in spare. Compared to the older Sig P226 Legion, the MOD runs lighter, cleans faster, and feeds from magazines that cost about $35 instead of $60. And thanks to SIG's post-lawsuit overhaul, the Striker design now includes the MO drop safety, offering drop protection that rivals or beats most striker-fired competitors. For preppers bouncing down back roads with a pistol in a chest rig, that extra peace of mind is huge. Live Free Armory's Apollo 11 Compact was crafted to give shooters a double-stack 1911 experience without burning a hole in their wallet. MSRP hovers around $999, but street price drops to about $925. Traditionalists may wince at the three-dimensional printed, nylon-reinforced grip, but it allows for a forged steel frame and a match-grade 4.15-inch bull barrel at a price point few can match. It was designed to bring 2011 performance into a carry-sized footprint. The added weight keeps recoil in check without making it burdensome inside the waistband. After a 200-round break-in, the trigger smooths out to a crisp 3.5 pounds, giving you accuracy that used to be exclusive to high-dollar custom builds. It runs standard staccato pattern magazines, so your spares only cost $45, not the $90 proprietary sticks that boutique builders love to push. If you're considering the Springfield Prodigy or the Rock Island TAC Ultra HC, the Apollo delivers similar performance with a lower sticker price and a lifetime warranty. Built with concealed carriers in mind, the Apollo gives you the sharp break of a single-action trigger without the drag of a full-size slide. And for survivalists, it serves double duty as an ideal training pistol for smaller framed shooters. The wide grip spreads recoil evenly into the hand, and the low-bore axis helps beginners hold their sights on target during rapid strings. If a Wilson Combat EDC 10-9 is on your wish list, but not in your budget, the Apollo 11 gets you 80% of the way there for about 1/3 of the cost. The PR57 from George Kellgren's shop at Keltech is a completely fresh take on the 5.7 by 28mm cartridge. Instead of using expensive proprietary detachable magazines like the FN57, the PR57 loads via twin 10-round stripper clips into an internal magazine, keeping the grip slim and the whole platform featherlight at just under 14 ounces. With an MSRP of just $399, it's priced for accessibility, and shops rarely mark it up. This pistol is made for hikers, backpackers, and preparedness-minded folks who need a high-capacity kit gun that tucks away quietly. Recoil is soft, more like a spirited .22 Magnum than a full-blown duty caliber, making it ideal for fast follow-up shots. When compared to the FN or Ruger LC carbine pistol, the PR57 wins on weight, cost, and simplicity. It's a modern twist on the classic rimfire survival pistol, similar in vibe to the Taurus TX22 competition. Field stripping is done in seconds. Just push the face of the trigger forward, nudge the upper forward, lift it off, and you're ready to clean. Testers report good accuracy out to 50 yards, plenty for small game or discouraging predators. With a factory RMSC optic cut, you can add a micro red dot and create a low-light predator gun that still fits under the truck seat. Ruger teamed up with the folks at Magpul to engineer a striker-fired pistol that combines the familiar feel of a Glock with the modular backbone of a Sig Sauer Pre20M. The result is the RXM, a rugged, American-built sidearm that slots perfectly into the prepper's arsenal. Priced around $500 and dipping closer to $470 during holiday discounts. The RXM delivers the kind of no-frills performance survival-minded shooters demand. Built originally for U.S. law enforcement agencies looking to ditch import costs from Europe, the Armory keeps repairs, parts, and warranty work on home soil. That means no waiting weeks for shipping across the Atlantic. The pistol ships with a 15+1 round capacity and accepts magazines that cost just about $30 each. The optics-ready slide includes suppressor height iron sights tall enough to co-witness with most enclosed emitter red dots straight out of the box. The trigger? It's clean, crisp, and settles in at around 5 pounds after a few boxes of ammunition, no need for polishing kits or aftermarket springs. If you're considering something like a Glock 19M OS, the Smith & Wesson M&P Compact, or even a CZ P10C, you'll find the RXM offers that same trusted dependability with the added bonus of a serialized stainless steel chassis. That modular core lets you stash spare grip modules at different fallback sites and simply drop in the fire control unit depending on your mission. Slide stop and magazine catch locations line up perfectly with Glock holsters, so if your gear drawer is already full of compatible pouches, you're good to go. Ruger's goal was to give American departments a homegrown modular combat pistol. The unintended bonus: a reliable survival sidearm that's ready when the next economic shock hits. Now, let's talk about the Prime from KEA pistol designed for concealed carriers who won't sacrifice performance just to shave ounces. K1C spent 2 years refining a hefty full-size platform before trimming it down to micro dimensions and launching American production out of South Carolina. What you get is a flat-shooting, integrally compensated carry gun that manages to feel more like a tuned competition piece than a pocket blaster. At $650, the Prime includes 2 17-round mags, a reversible G-code holster, cleaning kit, punch tools, and a molded hard case. The trigger is honest, a clean 4-pound break with a crisp reset you can feel and hear. It's smaller than a Glock 19, thinner than a CZ P07, and frankly more comfortable to carry than the Sig P365X Macro, especially if you're not a fan of Sig's swoopy trigger shoe. The slide is cut deep enough for direct mount of RMNC or Holosun 507K optics, and the tall sights make co-witnessing simple without needing adapter plates. K1C ships extended backstraps so large-handed shooters don't feel cramped, while smaller shooters can stick with the compact insert for better concealment. What's more, every part from striker to springs is available as an individual component, so you can toss spares into an Altoids tin and hit the trail with confidence. The Prime holds its own against pistols like the Springfield Hellcat Pro and Walther PBF series, but its shooting manners feel more tuned, something I confirmed by running time drills back-to-back with a Glock 19 featuring a competition trigger. Bottom line, for preppers who want full-size shootability in a micro footprint, the Prime hits that rare sweet spot. Next up, the AP4 from Staccato, a high-end combat pistol that caters to survivalists with an eye for logistics. This is a 4-inch, optics-ready double stack that feeds from Glock pattern magazines. Whether it's a $16 Korean mag or a $32 factory stick, the HDP4 eats it without complaint. Staccato lists the price at $2,499, and demand keeps it selling at or near that tag. This pistol's got all the bells: ambidextrous safeties, reversible mag catch, extended slide release, and a fluted barrel paired with a tool-less Dawson guide rod for easy breakdown. Designed for plainclothes duty one day and battle belt work the next, it's the kind of hybrid gun that thrives in mutual aid groups. When compared to the Springfield Prodigy 4.25 or the BUL Armory Axe S2, the HDP4 wins out on reliability and magazine ecosystem, especially if you've already got Glock 19s stashed at your fallback sites. I ran the HDP4 alongside my Glock 19X through a low-light, 200-round class. The staccato shrunk my groups by 30% and shaved a full tenth off my split times with no malfunctions. For the prepper looking to invest in one sidearm to last a lifetime, this may be the final word in 2011 practicality. Finally, let's talk about a big boy, the Fat Man by Alchemy Custom Weaponry. This is a modern nod to the old school M1911A1, but with double stack capacity. Chambered in 45 ACP, the Fat Man carries 11+1 in the flush fit mag, or 13+1 with the extended baseplate. And with a price tag of $4,495, it's aimed at those who view sidearms as both tools and legacy pieces. It's not just a safe queen, though. The diamond-like coating laughs in the face of moisture and corrosion. The slide-to-frame fit is hand-mated, cycling like glass on steel. Up front is a gold bead, backed by a Harrison serrated rear offering daylight clarity that tritium just can't match at high noon. Only 25 of these shipped in the first run, making it part weapon, part long-term asset. The trigger breaks like snapping a dry twig at 3 3/4 pounds, and the wide grip helps soak up that 45 recoil perfect for rapid doubles without veering off target like skinny single stacks. If you're the kind of prepper who believes big holes solve big problems, the Fat Man gives you fight-stopping punch without settling for 8-shot reload drills or enduring the abuse of a 10mm snappy cannon. Every person I've handed mine to, from polymer gun guys to casual range shooters, smiles after the first mag drills dead center. As a woods gun, a nightstand defender, or just a piece of American steel to pass down through the generations, the Fat Man delivers. So there you have it, 8 prepper-approved pistols, dominating bug-out bags and truck consoles across America in 2025. Got one on your hip? Stashing one in the safe? If not, which one would you trust when the grid goes down? Drop your pick in the comments, we read everyone. And while you're down there, give that thumbs up a tap. Share this video with your freedom-loving friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more no-nonsense gear guides. Stay ready, stay trained, and stay sharp.